Come see the all-new Mazda CX-90, now on sale at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer, Team Mazda.
That would be concerning and maybe set a precedent moving forward.
If you had plans to be outside, you might hit a couple of these little passing showers.
A drug bust and a few arrests made. Look at what they hauled in here.
What's up? I'm sorry.
What in the world?
Wasn't supposed to do.
Why?
So for those of you who heard Johnny, good morning.
Drink
You're
after.
so excited. You're
Drink
so excited.
after the show. After the
We're
show.
going to provide alcohol for this program.
That would be
I
nice.
said no such thing, bosses.
Bloody Mary bar. It's going to be right
It's
next
coming.
to the coffee bar.
Oh, it's coming. It's
I'm
coming.
going to go back to the studio. This is fun.
Yeah? I know, it's
that's
fun
one
being
way to
together.
describe it.
It's fun being
some of
together.
us.
I kind of enjoyed my space.
Well,
Meanwhile, Liz is like, the three of you got to get out of my hair.
Yeah.
you guys keep life fun and interesting,
Well,
I tell
we
you.
keep it somewhere somehow. Welcome to the Plus, everybody. 9 News Now every Monday through Friday. Whole crew in Studio B. Just kind of giving you the what for. The what for is all about the heat right now.
I tell you, and Steve, usually our Sky9 shot shows like a clear sun, but it's kind of been hazy. Whoa.
Yeah,
Whoa.
we got killer wasps coming for us too, apparently.
Great,
I
we
can
need
tell
that,
you,
too.
I got plenty of these around my house, man. Those things are annoying. But yeah, it's a hazy sunrise out there this morning, Liz. And again, today, the headline is that we've got a heat advisory. The vast majority of us, our counties in southwest Mississippi not included, but we're talking about heat index values getting back above 105 this afternoon. And ridiculously warm again this morning. Baton Rouge, Gonzales. Look at all the 82s on the board. Many spots checking in at 82. So starting out way too warm. It's going to be another probably record warm low temperature this morning for Baton Rouge. And we already have most spots or many spots with a heat index, what it feels like when you combine the temperature and humidity above 90 at 7 o'clock in the morning. So we start in this warm and humid, you know it's going to be a rough day. Temperature-wise into the low 90s by noon, highs to the mid 90s. Slightly better rain chances today on the order of 30 to 40%. We did have a little bit of rain overnight and early this morning. Actually picked up about a tenth of an inch of rain here at WAFB. So let's give you a look at the rain potential on future casts here. You'll see a few more showers potentially developing here through the morning and lifting off to the east-northeast. That's 10 o'clock. We'll pause again at noon, and futurecasts already starting to show those rains diminishing by the afternoon, actually showing us mainly dry, not unlike what we saw yesterday. And you see how storms just kind of skirt just to our north. We're right on the edge of where things have been much more active over the last couple of days. So the heat index is going to continue to be a big factor. A reminder, that's what it feels like when you combine the temperature and the humidity. It could get close to 110 in some areas today, and it'll be up around 110, if not a bit above that at times as we get into the weekend. So dangerous heat is on the way. And just hammering home the point about how ridiculously warm it's been the last couple of mornings. Yesterday morning, our low in Baton Rouge was 81. That tied for the warmest low temperature in the month of June on record in Baton Rouge, records that date back 130 years. Now this morning, I'll have to check. It looks like we probably ended up at 80 or 81. So we're going to be right near the top of that list again this morning. So that gives you an idea of just how bad this warm weather has been in recent days. All right, as I give you a look at satellite and radar, boy, there was widespread severe weather just north yesterday. As expected, it was good forecast, just don't like to see it, but high pressure still centered over Mexico. We're under the influence of that. That's why it's so hot and not seeing a whole lot of rain. And with that high kind of ridging in, that's going to keep most of the storms just a little bit to our north in the days ahead. Into the weekend, rain chances running about 20 to 30%, getting even hotter. I think highs in the upper 90s starting to show up, and I've got mostly upper 90s on into next week as well. Your rain chances maybe rebound a little bit next week, 30 to 40%. But Johnny, heat not going anywhere anytime soon.
And I love what you said earlier this morning, Steve, about your pets. When you're walking your pets, I used to walk Diego, and I have flip-flops on. You take one flip-flop off and touch the sidewalk, and if it's too hot for you for just a few seconds, don't bring your pet out yet. Wait till the early morning or late evening, early nighttime to walk that pet. So, traffic watch, not bad this morning. This is I-10 east and westbound, exit that goes over from I-12 to I-10. And don't forget, the College Drive off-ramp off of I-10 westbound will be closed tonight, weather permitting, 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. Could be a lot, there we go. And that's going to be right over here on this side. This side right now, we have Matt Beagle assisting a motorist on the College Drive on-ramp. No real big issues in traffic. We love this show. We give you an idea of what you might have missed in the mornings, capsulized really in a little bullet form. We got a lot with Crime Stoppers. We have Juneteenth coming up next week. Matt and Liz, back to you.
A lot to get to, Johnny, and starting out with the crime alert, Crime Stoppers alert that Baton Rouge police really need your help with.
Yeah, this is a late night shooting from just, you know where the North Sherwood Forest Community Park is along North Sherwood Forest, just north of Choctaw Drive. About 7 o'clock last night, investigators called out to that location, a shooting there. When they got there, found one victim dead.
And so we've reached out to the coroner's office to try and find out any information. Of course, they're not going to let us know anything until they've notified the family of that victim. But in the meantime, if you can help police get some answers for the family of that victim, please call Crime Stoppers at 344-STOP.
Tell you what, while you got that number handy, and it is, again, an easy one to remember, they could use your help with a couple other things that we're about to show you here. Crime Stoppers here, officials, as it says, searching for 2 men accused of robbing a convenience store. It's kind of tough, a little covered up here, but maybe, just maybe, somebody knows something.
So we've got the story for you to go and share it, just in case it looks familiar to you, but this happened actually Tuesday morning at a convenience store on Plank Road. They didn't name the store there. I know it's kind of vague, but surely this has got to be somewhat familiar. Think back to Tuesday, maybe this jogs your memory. Crime Stoppers for this one too.
So maybe that photo ain't as good as it could be. Maybe this one though.
Wow.
Almost staring into the camera. This is a pretty good one, but we just don't know who he is just yet. So this is an auto business burglary that happened, and what they're telling us is burglarized this store, an auto sales store. Look at this
that's
picture.
pretty clear. It's actually a video.
And what they're saying, Liz, is came in and stole some temp tags, like temporary car tags.
Wow.
That could be troublesome down the road. But also stole car keys to a Lincoln MKX. It's like a small SUV.
Yeah.
Stole the car keys, and then what did he do 2 hours later? Came back in, stole the car.
If that sounds familiar, take a look at this clear video. It's waiting for you on the 9 News app and at WAFB.com to share. June 12th this happened, 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
so
early.
Please go ahead and call, because again, this is something that they'd love to put an end to and solve.
But you're right. I mean, that's
pretty clear.
That is pretty clear. Make the phone call.
Wow.
Okay, let's do some other things here. Every so often, you kind of like to, get around your house and see what needs to be updated, what needs to be upgraded, what I can do. Same thing for a city or a parish. And right now, EBR is doing that same thing. 5-year update of the comprehensive plan. It's a lot that goes into a city parish, and they'd like you to be a part of it.
If you've ever complained about infrastructure, about traffic, about any of the issues that plague the city parish, look, they're looking for your input to make it a better place, right? It's all about thinking ahead. They're working on that 5-year future BR plan, and they'd like to invite you out to a meeting happening, but if you can't make it, they've actually have a survey for you to fill out what you think are the top priorities for the city parish.
And so, what if there were a story online somewhere that you could find all that information? This is where you're going to find it. So what we've done for you, our digital team, this story waiting for you, I want to show you what to do here. As you scroll down through, because it's not just a Today meeting, there's actually a few lined up, but there's also what Liz is just talking about, this survey.
Easy.
That you can take and kind of put out what you're feeling about the city parish, but it also gives you the dates and the locations of the in-person meetings. And the Today one is right there, Independence Boulevard. It's the Breck Garden. You know where the Breck Gardens are right there next to the library? And then you got one Tuesday, June 20th. You got another one coming up Tuesday, June 27th. They're all lined up right there. You can see the when and the where these conversations are happening, or, to Liz's point, you can fill out the survey right from the comfort of your couch.
Your chance to make a difference in the decisions that happen in our communities.
All that. Speaking of conversations, right? This one is very specific. It's about keeping our schools safe, and you've got state leaders all around the state in town today having these conversations.
Very intentional. You've got the state superintendent, Dr. Cade Brumley, meeting with different sheriffs from different parishes, different school principals and administrators to talk about how to secure the perimeter. I know that sounds like such a phrase that you hear in all these news stories, but how do you keep the place that kids go every day sacred and safe for them to focus on what's important, education, right? This is a really heady conversation, and that's why so many different agencies are coming together to figure out what are the solutions to make sure schools are safe in this state.
It's a sad reality that a sentence like, we need to make sure our school perimeter is secure, it's a sad reality, but we have to get beyond that, because that's where we are right now, and you have to take those steps to make sure that everything that can be done is being done. Millions of dollars coming in to help fortify, and that's another sentence you shouldn't say about a school, to fortify this, to make sure everything is being done correctly. You can be a part of the conversations, but they just need you to register, and we have a link to that.
Raising Cane's River Center happening today. Callie's got the information in her story.
All of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so from that to this, how about, so that's the K through 12, right?
Yeah.
How about higher education? How about free, potentially, higher education?
I mean, how good is that, right? The MJ Foster Promise Program ensures that adults can get free education at a local community college. Matt, some of these programs are incredible.
Yeah.
You could make 6 figures getting a job from the programs that you get at some of these community colleges like BRCC, RPCC, and you can get your education for free. That's a win-win.
So what is this all about? Who could be involved here? What are the avenues possibly for you? The story's waiting for you right here on the website and the 9 News app.
Webinar happening at 11 today.
Okay, so here we are. Welcome to Friday Eve.
Yes.
Ahead of a big weekend. You got Father's Day on the other side. You got Juneteenth. And of course, we have a full array of stories just waiting for you right here of things you could possibly do.
Our Louisiana Weekend reporter, Kirsten Wilbert, compiling all the Juneteenth events. Also keep in mind, so that's Monday, but remember, let's look at the 10-day forecast and see the other holiday coming up before that. Father's Day is happening this Sunday, but Steve, as we look ahead to Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we've got all of these different things going on outside. It's going to be hot.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You know, a lot of times you might want to get out with Dad, play some golf, go fishing, something like that. Be careful if you're doing that. The heat's going to be the real deal this weekend, upper 90s. But as we're seeing right now, it's even the mornings. You know, we got heat index values right now in the 90s in the mornings. So you go outside right now, you don't even have to exert yourself and you break a sweat, right?
Well,
I was telling Matt.
Liz told me this morning, she goes, I walked out this morning and I felt insulted. Just, she's like, what are you doing?
Stepped outside and just boom, right in the face. I said, really?
She has to get in here before she feels insulted.
Well,
Mother Nature just going.
Right. It was first step out the door. I said,
disrespect.
really? Wow, that's how we're starting the day. Okay, Mother Nature chose violence.
And, you know, everybody, and I don't have any answers, but you hope June isn't a sign of what's to come in July,
fingers
August,
crossed.
September, right?
Certainly.
Gulf waters, I don't like that.
Oh,
Let's just go jump in the lake over here.
Come
well,
on.
that sounds great.
Come on.
It's
Sounds
taking
good.
you up to Falls River. Get in there. Take care.